Hey guys, what's up? Another day. Got to try to do two things today. One actually already knocked out. As you can tell, the M3 is in the garage. Made some space. Damn, it is bright. I'm gonna go back inside. Okay, so yeah, number one, M3 is in the garage. Awesome. Okay, number two is that on Monday I'm gonna be taking the car to Road Race Technologies. I think they actually just call themselves RRT these days, but I'm gonna get the subframe reinforced and get an alignment. When we went over to Sean's shop after purchasing the car, got it up on the lift, I did notice that there was a hairline crack in the rear subframe, and I figured, well, since I need an alignment, might as well just try to get it all knocked out at one go and not have to worry about it, right? So, not so cheap M3 is suddenly becoming not so cheap. Let me try that again. Cheap M3 is suddenly becoming not so cheap. You might have heard that story before, right? So what else are we doing right now? Well, right now, I think what we're going to do is try to see if we can't get the lights on the dash, if you remember, the brake light, cog light, and DSC light, to go away by swapping out tires that are bald with tires that are fresh. Here we have the same 19-inch tire wheels in very good shape. Let me move this out of the way. No, damn it, bad. As you can see, I'll just keep that over there for now. Okay, I've got 4 of the 19-inch wheels with almost new tires on them. So since the car is going in for work and getting an alignment after the rear subframe, I figure I might as well swap these on there now for the drive over, just because I don't want to do it later, right? Makes sense. And I also want to see if swapping out those rear tires makes those couple lights on the cluster go away before I even take it out to RRT. So that's what we're doing. The other thing we're going to do is, because this car is sitting pretty low, I wanted to raise the ride height a bit. I'm going to see if I can't do that now on the front, at least, to raise it up a little. The rear, I think I have to get both the whole rear end up of the car to adjust the rear spring perches. I jacked it up on one side yesterday with the wheel off, dropped the shock, and I couldn't get the control arm on this side to lower enough to get my hands up and adjust the spring perch. So RRT does do that. I'm gonna just they might end up doing it for me if I don't, because I don't have another jack right now, and it's going to be cheaper for them to do it than for me to go out and buy another jack, which I probably should do anyway. But in any case, let's jack up and let's I'm going to swap these wheels over and see if I can't take a crack at adjusting the front suspension height. But in any case, let's get these wheels swapped over. There, guys, you can see the condition of this front wheel that I just pulled off. The tread looks okay, but when you zoom in, see those little hairline cracks? It's got a little dry rot going on down in those channels. And besides that, the inner tire is really worn. Usually that's due to toe, not so much camber. I mean, camber can do it as well, but that looks like scrub from toe. Okay, let's continue. Okay, and then the KWs. I thought these were KWV, at least I thought he said they were KWV3s, but I'm gonna have to look up the file name on the part number on this. These might not be V3s. I'm actually pretty positive that they're not V3s. I'm pretty sure that they look like they're either V2s or 1s, and looks like they're missing the dust boot on this as well. Awesome. Okay, well, to adjust these, there's a little Allen key that I loosen up, and I'm going to just simply turn these. I mean, if you look at coilovers before, that's all it is. It's a spring that's sitting on a collar that's threaded, and you can turn it to raise it up or down, and therefore raise the ride height or lower the ride height. So we're going to raise it up probably another inch. And here's the toolkit that was in the back. Looks like I'm missing one. I think this is actually for the rear. Not totally sure. But actually it says rebound. So maybe this... I'm going to have to pop the strut tower caps off to see if there is actually a rebound adjustment. Because if this is any indication, then maybe they are actually V2s. So you can see, guys, all I'm doing is turning this spring. And actually, before I started doing this, I measured from the bottom of the perch to the last thread, and I want to be right at 2 inches. I'm almost there. I just got maybe another couple turns, if that, to get there. I'm actually on it right now, and that was to raise my ride height approximately about another 3/4 of an inch in the front. So that should be noticeable, and it's because I want to have, you know, proper ride height for handling on this car. You don't want them slammed. There's a rule of thumb that the outermost ball joint should be slightly lower than the inner when it's on the ground. And I think, I'm not sure if this is going to do it, but it'll definitely be better than what it was before in terms of usable suspension. So there we go. Let me tighten this up, and we'll go on to the other side. There, got it in, and I'm just going to tighten it. Hopefully that does it. Well, guys, out of my own curiosity, I did pop this off, and we have, what do you know? Come on, I just had this off. They're definitely not V1s, and they don't look like they're even rebound adjustable at the top. So, it looks like I've got V1s. All right, moving on. So now with that side buttoned up, I'm going to go ahead and put on one of the new tires, new wheels, and go ahead and hit the other side. Well, my neighbor came by. He's trying to sell his house. He's cool. Anybody want to buy a nice big townhouse in Northern Virginia? You can come live next to me. All right, well, while he was talking to me, I went ahead and changed out the rear tire, or the rear wheel on the other side, and flipped the car around. So now I'm going to take this one off, adjust the perch on the strut, and put it back on, and then I'll be looking at the rear wheel, and we'll be done. This one's not going to be too exciting. I do want to see if changing out those rear wheels eliminates those lights, though, and you're going to come along for that ride. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't, so I can't show you that footage, but somebody, holy, falling over, somebody done twerked the shit out of these lug nuts. I was able to hit them with the impact a couple times, and one of them broke loose. Just after that, my impact, or the battery on the impact, had overheated and it wasn't able to work anymore. So I'm letting that cool off, and I might try hitting it again. But that might be a big clue as to why this tire is so bad and maybe was never replaced. I don't know. But in any case, if I can't get it done here, I'm going to have RRT deal with it. I was hoping I could get that wheel off, and that's the only wheel I actually have left to replace. All the other ones have the fresh wheel and fresh rubber on it, except for this guy. So I can't test this theory of the tires size or diameter being the culprit for those lights. Meanwhile, I checked the mail, and I have a new window switch. So I'm going to clean this thing up. Hopefully this thing works. And yeah, we're going to install it. Okay, got it. Now we'll attach the SMG switch here because it's SMG, and you know, because it's SMG, that's really it. And then I guess I'm gonna have to go around on the other side. Well, no, I'm not. I can just do this number, hit the switch, cool. Okay, get rid of that beeping noise. Short story is, it works. One thing down. Okay, I might call it a night for now. I might actually, yeah. Okay, well, I might take another crack at those lug nuts in the rear, and if I can't do it, then that might be all for now. All right, I came back out here after dinner. Maybe that's all I needed, a little bit of food. Yeah, so use the breaker bar there, and I guess I was just being a pussy earlier, but they're all loose. So now I can go put the other wheel on, and maybe tonight or tomorrow I'll be able to drive it and see if those lights go off. The lights did not go off, but in any case, the car is off to RRT, and then I think we might get it detailed. So I will probably be catching you guys after I get the car back. Catch you later. Thanks for watching.